Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the first video of 2022. I wish you guys the most incredible new year filled with lots of love, success, health, happiness, all the good things. I really do wish you guys the most incredible year, and I hope that it's going to be a really good one for all of us. And something I love to do this time of year to prepare for the new year is to do a little like cleanup and redecorate a little bit around the apartment. So putting away our Christmas decorations, our tree, even little things like this red blanket. We've got some, there you can see we've got some Christmas decor as well. So just getting the apartment like freshened up. I know it's not spring yet, but for me it's like that's something I'm very excited for. You know, just switching up the decor a little bit to get a new energy going. With that as well, I'm also very much in the mood to clean and declutter, especially our kitchen, my wardrobe. It's still not time to, you know, do my whole wardrobe change, but just like going through the things that I have, things in my bathroom, in certain like cupboards and stuff like that. So I don't know of how much I'm going to include of that in this video, but it is something that's like an ongoing thing that I'm really inspired to do. Again, just to kind of like get the fresh energy in, get anything old and stuff that's just like cluttering up, just to get that out of the way so that we can bring in fresh, new, positive energy for the new year. We are actually hosting a New Year wellness challenge over on Nourished 3 if you guys are interested in joining that. It already started a couple of days ago, but you guys can jump in and join in whenever you like. I'll pop in the challenge here so you guys can see the details, but I'll also have a link down below where you can download the challenge. And again, you can start whenever you like, but it's 3 weeks filled with little challenges, like daily little tasks that you can do to help you to start the new year off on the right foot. And it's based around the 3 pillars of our brand. So external care, we've got inner nourishment, and emotional well-being. So each day there's a different task that correlates to one of the 3 pillars. So yesterday's was to clean out your skincare cabinet and to declutter, and we also share some really great tips and advice on how to do that in the PDF and also over on our stories. Today it's to include some greens with your breakfast, and we also share some ideas on that. And then the goal being that if you start implementing these small little habits every day and you just put that positive intention into doing something good for yourself, that those little routines will eventually become long-lasting habits. So this is a little wellness challenge that can kind of give you a little push in the right direction for the new year. Again, if you guys are interested in that, I will have a link for it down below in the description box. Okay, so we've got all of our ornament, packaging, storage here. These are actually the original boxes that the ornaments came in, and I just keep them for easy storage. And then on this side is the packaging for the actual tree. This is for the garland that is currently in our bedroom. I don't know how it's going to fit back in here because it's pretty big, but this is the box that it came in. So I'm gonna try to have it fit. I really loved these tea towels with this Christmas holly on it from Zara Home. This was so nice to have in our kitchen. We had this on the oven rail so we could always see it. Just a nice like little festive touch for the kitchen. But I'm also gonna be putting these away. I've actually got a candle going on right now. This is the lime basil and mandarin candle from Jo Malone. My family got this as one of our Christmas gifts. It's such a nice kitchen candle. It smells really like refreshing and uplifting, and also nice for this kind of like winter, almost spring season. Over here we've got some decor. This is what I used to decorate the table, so I'm also going to be putting this downstairs in our storage, in our cellar, maybe just organize it a little bit better before I put it down there. And then we have a few other little like miscellaneous things around the apartment that I'm gonna collect, put away, and yeah, and just give the apartment a little refresh. So I'm very excited. Let's get started. piece of garland came in this box. How is that possible? Oh my gosh. I don't want to like break it. Maybe I'm going to put it in this one actually, because there's some space here. Okay, that works. To this new freshness and new energy in the apartment, I picked up some flowers. I got some lilies. They're currently closed, but I think they're going to open in the next like day or so. And these are one of my favorite flowers ever because they smell so good. And then I put some eucalyptus with those as well, just to kind of like fill up the bouquet. And I cannot wait for these flowers to open. It's gonna smell so good. It is the next day. I put away all of the decorations downstairs in the cellar, and yesterday was actually a really nice day weather-wise. Like in the afternoon, the sun came out and the weather was actually pretty warm, so I opened all of the windows and just let like really fresh air in the apartment, had a nice breeze, and it just felt so refreshing, especially to have the sunshine as well. And then after that I went out for a walk, came home, made dinner, and then this morning I felt so inspired just being in the space, especially when it does have this really nice like fresh feel to it. And today I wanted to sit down and talk about goals for the new year, and I feel like I couldn't really do this until I had the whole apartment like refreshed. So yeah, today I thought we could talk a little bit about goals for the new year, and I could share a few of my tips for when it comes to setting really good goals that are not, let's say, like too out there, but also quite challenging in a sense. So somewhere in between. I think that is really important because we want to challenge ourselves and get out of our comfort zone, but we also don't want to intimidate ourselves and think of a goal or a new habit as too daunting, and just the thought of it becomes overwhelming, and then we don't even end up doing anything. So I think it's really important to have that kind of balance with a goal, and I want to share a few of my techniques and strategies that really help me to achieve my goals that I set in the beginning of the year or any time of the year. Whenever you're watching this, I definitely don't think you need to wait for a new year to make changes in your life, but I do think it is a really great time to reflect and to set some goals, because I do feel like it's like a new beginning. It's very refreshing. Before we get into like specific goals, there are a few things that I think are super important to keep in mind to really make you the most successful at achieving these things that you want in your life. And the first thing is to not just think about like the end goal of what you want, but when you think about that, know your why. So for instance, if one of your goals is to read more books, or to work out more, or to cook more meals at home, or to buy a really fancy car, whatever it is, know your why. So why is it that you want to achieve that goal? Is it to become more educated? Is it to take care of your body, to feel really good? Is it to feel really safe when you're on the road? Another way to think about it is to imagine how it's going to make you feel. That is very similar to knowing your why, but it's just kind of framed in a different way depending on your goal. So for example, if it is to cook more meals at home, how is that going to make you feel? That's going to make you feel more independent. It's going to make you feel like you're taking care of your body better. It's going to make you feel like you're staying on top of your finances more, because it's of course less expensive to be eating at home than at restaurants. So just kind of think about those things and jot those down next to the goals that you have. I think this is especially important for the days when you really don't feel like doing your goal that you had planned. It just gives your goal more meaning and more heart and more life. And I feel like we connect easier with knowing why we want to do something, or knowing how we want to feel, rather than just like a black and white statement of like, I want to read more books, or I want to cook more food at home, or I want to be more organized. Because you know, some days we're just not that motivated, and I feel like it's easier to be more motivated and to connect more when you have that why, or again, when you can focus on the feeling. The second thing that has really helped me over the years is to set a structure around the goal. So to define when you're working on the goal and for how long you're working on the goal. So it's not this kind of goal that lives in your head, but that you really work it into your calendar or to your day. And that way you are so much more likely to actually achieve it and to stay on top of those things that you want to do. So for example, you could say, I want to read for 20 minutes before I sit down for breakfast. Or it could be, I want to read one chapter before I go to bed. So having the goal or the habit that you want to instill connected with another task that you do just daily, and also giving it a time. So it can either be, again, like a minute, so like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or it could be a chapter. Or if it's cooking more from home, it could be from Monday to Thursday, I will make all of my dinners at home. And then that means that you need to be prepared. So you could also add in, like on Saturday or on Sunday, I will do my grocery shopping, and I will look at food inspirations, write down recipes so that I have everything I need for the beginning of the week. If one of your goals is to move your body more, so say to get in daily movement, that could look like, I'm gonna do 20 minutes of movement after I've had my morning water, gone to the bathroom, and before I take my shower, because that's something that I do. That's what really works for me, is just having that instilled. I don't even really have to think about it anymore. It's just something that is just part of my morning routine that I really look forward to. Or it could be, I'm gonna go for a 30-minute walk after work. So again, having a time and connecting it to another part of your day that is already like very clear, you know, something that's part of your daily routine. I think for me, that has helped me, and I think that's one of the main things when it comes to, you know, instilling new habits, new goals. That's one of the most powerful things for me, because you are really integrating it into your day. You're not just having it be like a goal up here, but you're really putting it into and integrating it into your day. On that note as well, I do think it's really nice to split up your goals into different categories. A few examples could be home, social, health, soul, career or work, family. Like, you can really make the categories whatever you want, whatever resonates with you. I think this is a really nice thing to do because we are balancing out our goals and also our intentions for the year in different parts of our life. So we're giving equal attention to all of those areas of life, and we're not, say, just excelling in work stuff and we're neglecting our friendships and our family, you know, and maybe our health is sacrificed along the way. So I think it's really important to look at it from like a big picture perspective, and even just to put in like 1 or 2 things for a few of those categories so that you feel like you are really well-rounded and that you are putting good intention and positive energy into all different areas of your life. Also, something I think is so powerful is to actually write down your goals. So pen to paper, whether that is in a journal, on a piece of paper, on your computer, whatever system works for you. But it is actually shown that you are 42% more likely to achieve your goals when you write them down. It's something to do with the brain and the mind connection. Just really seeing your goals in front of you, it just makes them so much more real. And this is something I do every year, and I feel like now at this point as well, I've come to a place where a lot of these goals that I had for myself, it's things that I have just really integrated into my day, and I don't even really have to think about them anymore. It's so nice. Like, it's amazing what you can do if you really put your mind to it and you really stay consistent, and not having to be perfect with it, but really just putting in that intention and that effort and small daily things, you know, repeated over and over. Your brain and your body will just do them automatically, and it's so cool. And lastly, something I think is also very important when it comes to setting goals is to reflect on your past goals and on your past years and things that you wanted to achieve, and really soak that in, all the things that you have achieved. That will give you so much confidence in yourself, knowing that you were able to achieve the things that you had set for yourself, and that because of that, you will also be able to achieve everything that you set for yourself in the future. And it's kind of like having that positive momentum in your life. And maybe you didn't achieve like every single thing that you set out to do, but I'm sure there are like 1 or 2 things that you can be really proud of for yourself, whether that is maybe waking up a little bit earlier, or being a bit more organized, or trying different meals at home, whatever it is that, you know, some of your goals might have been. Just taking a moment to soak that in and not feel like you have to run on to the next. I think that's really important, to integrate that and to be proud of yourself and know that you can do anything. If you did that before, you can do it again with whatever other goal or task that you want to achieve. With that said as well, I do feel really content and really happy with the progress and with the dedication that I've put into my wellness, my health. And something that I really learned in 2021 was really the importance and the powerful effect of having a good balance and not having to be super perfect with every little thing in order to achieve really great results. That was something that was really big for me last year, and I really lived that. And I think it's important to mention this because, again, we are very inspired in the beginning of the year and we want to do all the good things, but I think it's also important to remember that it's okay to have a balance, and it's okay to not do the perfect thing 100% of the time. I love the 80-20 principle. Like, that's something that works really well for me. So don't feel down on yourself or feel too overwhelmed that you have to hit all the goals that you're setting for yourself, but also don't make them like too crazy to the point where, again, they are just overwhelming and you just feel intimidated by them. Like, that's not the point. I would rather say to start really, really small, like really micro, and then gradually build your way up. There's a book actually called Tiny Habits, and that talks all about that. You know, if it's working out, doing like 1 push-up, or 1 squat, and then the next day maybe making it 2 squats or 2 push-ups, whatever it is. And then if you're not in the mood for that, just doing 1 is still good. Also on the topic of books and goal setting, Atomic Habits was an amazing read. I read that back in 2019, and it's still a book that I love and that I often look to for inspiration, but especially for goal setting, for creating new habits, new routines. But some of the things that I want to bring with me into 2021 and just get a little bit better at, number 1 is meditation. I go on and off of meditation. It's something that I know is so good for me. I've always thought about it like a fragrance that you would put on in the morning, and then it smells really nice, you know, it makes you feel good, and then you get little whiffs of that throughout the day. So for me, the meditation is not just how it makes you feel, but it's the after effects that I really enjoy. So that's something that I actually wrote down as part of my goal, is the why, or how it makes me feel. That goes in my health category on my goals list. Another thing that I want to do is my nails. So I'm actually regrowing my nails right now. I'm putting this in my health section too. This is more of like a short-term goal that I have right now for the month of January, but you guys probably know I love to get my nails done and have them look nice and shiny and pretty. But I do also understand the importance of giving my nails a break, and that is what I've been doing for the last few weeks. So I am currently waiting for them to completely regrow until I do anything, and right now I'm like a 4th way there. I can see the mark of my fresh new baby nail and the nail that's had like the acrylic and the nail polish and all of that stuff. So that's just a small goal. It's not going to take me hopefully the whole year, but a few months. A few other things in my health category is to continue my daily movement. Yes, it's nice to do this for your body and to feel strong and, you know, feel toned. But for me, it's so much more of like a mental and emotional thing in how it makes me feel, in the boost that I get when I work out, and the endorphins, and just like feeling really strong. Something else in the health category that I really worked on in 2021 and that I definitely want to continue in 2022 is my sleep. Getting enough good quality sleep. That's something I'm actually so proud of myself that I was able to do. I talked about this a few times in my vlogs last year, especially around the springtime, but sleep is just as important, if not even more important, than moving our bodies and eating really good food. Like, it is just as important as those things. Another goal in my health category is to try new recipes, and even more so than what I was doing before, because I think it's so fun and so exciting to try different things in the kitchen. And I'm actually someone who could eat the same thing like every day. I'm very much a creature of habit, but when I do discover new recipes and stuff, like, it makes me genuinely so happy, and it makes it more fun to be eating at home. And it's also, I think, something nice for your confidence that you feel like you made yourself something really nice, something that you thought might have been pretty difficult, but it turns out that it wasn't actually, you know, as challenging as you thought, or maybe it was challenging, but then you can say like, okay, I thought that was challenging, but I actually did it, and that's really great for your confidence too. And then of course, when you're eating at home, you're able to save more money, and that could actually be a whole goal in itself, maybe under your career or finance or personal. That's always a goal of mine, is to continue to save and to be more mindful of how I'm spending my money. And cooking at home is therefore a really great related goal that can help you achieve, you know, both of those things. I also have a few like work and career related goals, family goals, social goals. I think it's really important to just get like really quiet and really honest with yourself. Take some time to really reflect and think about like, what would be your ideal version? What is that person doing in all of those areas of life? And really let that inspire you, and then see how you can work that into your life. I will be doing a new video soon about a few healthy habits that I really love and that I swear by. I know a lot of you guys are into health and wellness like me, so hopefully that video will be helpful, and maybe that can also inspire you in terms of a few goals or things that you might want to implement into your life. So look out for that. It's probably going to be my next video. video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and maybe found some inspiration. I would love to hear from you if you guys have any goals for the new year. What are some of the things that you're personally working on? I would love to know down below in the comments. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will also have a few other related videos down below in the description box. Previous videos that I've done on goal setting and how I like to kind of organize and structure myself, my mind, on how to achieve the things that I want. I will have those videos down below in the description box for you guys if you want to check them out. I hope that you guys are having a beautiful day, and I will see you in my next one. Mwah. Bye guys.